Cody Rhodes not losing the WWE title for the foreseeable future. Plus, the first WWE ID signings have been revealed. And we have a return update for Becky Lynch. It's all in the Cultaholic Wrestling News right now. Adrenaline in your soul. How long will the belt belong to Cody Rhodes?
Ages, according to WrestleVotes, saying on WrestleVotes radio that Cody won't be losing that WWE title anytime soon. There are no plans in the foreseeable future to remove the WWE Championship from Cody Rhodes. We did have a source say the company is in love with him being the new face of WWE, the way John Cena was as the white meat babyface. They go, everyone can get behind that, especially kids and parents. Tell that to John Cena 10 odd years ago. WWE is extremely happy with Cody Rhodes for the time being as champion. With that said, we're hearing that WrestleMania, if WWE decides to go with Rock versus Roman one-on-one, Cody Rhodes will be featured in the alternate main event. Look for night one to be very heavy Cody Rhodes. That's his new gimmick. Very heavy Cody Rhodes.
Adrenaline, heavy in my soul. Very heavy Cody Rhodes. He's going to put loads of weight on.
Yeah.
He's put a bit of timber on his very heavy Cody Rhodes. Yeah, I think I could see that being the case where they divide WrestleMania into night one, which is about Cody overcoming adversity to continue on as WWE champion. Then night two can be like the ultimate bloodline final boss battle between Roman Reigns and The Rock, the match that we've wanted for many years now, but with Cody placated with a night one main event.
I'm well up for that. I'd rather see Rock versus Roman for no title than Cody versus Rock for the title, personally speaking. But we could see either, I guess. It doesn't surprise me that they're so hot on Cody and don't want to take the belt off of him. He is a proven draw. He's doing amazing work. I see like every interview that he does, he's such a pro, obviously. And he's always going on about how he's not bothered about like being the best champion or anything like that. He wants to draw the most money. He wants the biggest gates and all that. And stuff like that is going to resonate with WWE management, especially when you're backing it up with huge ticket sales. And I'm not saying it's all Cody Rhodes, obviously, but he's a big part of it. And so it doesn't surprise me. I didn't expect him to lose it before WrestleMania. And yeah, he won't, will he?
No, I don't think he will. And maybe not even be on there as well.
No, for sure.
We certainly will think about that. One star will not make it to WrestleMania 41, at least in an in-ring capacity. It's Carl Anderson. He talked about the recent revelation that he's had surgery on Talking Shop. He was talking about what happened. He said that he had a couple of matches and said something didn't feel quite right and he didn't think anything of it and he pushed on through it regardless. Eventually, when the pain just got a little bit too much, he went to WWE's doctors and said something doesn't feel quite right. They immediately recognized that he has been wrestling with a torn rotator cuff and a partially torn labrum, and he was pushed into surgery. Now it's all sorted, but it means that he's going to be out of the ring for the next 6 to 9 months. Imagine just going, something doesn't feel quite right. Oh yeah, you've got a torn rotator cuff.
Fair play for that guy. For cracking on with it. And then just thinking, I feel a bit iffy this morning. I'll pop into the doctors and it turns out to be two pretty major things. Best of luck to him, moving forward. I've enjoyed their stuff in NXT most recently. I've actually, because they're a tag team that I've never really fully got on board with. I think they're a lot more entertaining away from the ring than they are in the ring. And I'm not talking about the wrestler, like the promos and stuff. I think they show tremendous character when they're out of character. That's when they've always worked for me, Gallows and Anderson. But yeah, it's just a shame. Get well soon, mate.
Be well soon. Now, come January, WWE Raw moves to Netflix, as well as hopefully the entire archive over there.
Yeah.
Stick everything over there.
It's going to be a staged thing. I saw a transcript from somebody who was in a live chat with Netflix. And they said that all the premium live events will go as advertised, and then the network stuff, all of that content is going to be added, but they don't want to give a time frame for that. So I don't think you're going to get everything that's on the network, straight away on Netflix. It's going to take a bit of time.
But they have got big, ambitious plans for WWE's debut on Netflix. They said, have WrestleVotes, they are very open to airing episodes of Raw when they're not in America live.
Yeah.
Which I think is a great idea.
Well, it saves people from going and reading the spoilers somewhere else, because if you're in America, then the only way to consume that is to watch an illegal stream, which they probably don't really want you doing, or going and reading reports from elsewhere. So it makes sense to stick it on there as soon as it's done. We live in an instant information age, don't we? Everybody wants everything as quick as possible. Why not monetize it?
Absolutely. I mean, how appetizing does some of this sound? They said Netflix is absolutely open to the idea of broadcasting those Raw shows live as they happen on the road to WrestleMania. We could be looking at some afternoon Raws right in the middle of WrestleMania season. We're told that WWE is considering the idea, no decision one way or another, but Netflix is on board with doing these shows live as they happen. Of course, SmackDown will be on tape delay from USA Network, nothing changing there. So it's obviously afternoon Raws potentially, or very late Raws or whatever for other places, but of course that road to WrestleMania, it's all in Europe.
Yeah, there's a load of European shows. So what is it, 2 weeks of Raw and SmackDown taking place around
Raw
Europe.
is in Spain. I think they've got a Raw in London as well.
Yeah, I think a Raw and a SmackDown in London, if memory serves.
See, there's live at 7 o'clock.
That'd be handy, wouldn't it?
Oh my God, it'd be amazing.
Up for that.
Do that, please. That'd be a wonderful break from me binge watching Jonathan Creek. Let's do that instead. Now, a lot of conversation about WWE's new initiative across the indie circuit, WWE ID. The plan is they want to offer people the chance to join WWE with an ID contract, which allows them a pathway to joining NXT, and then hopefully from there the main roster beyond the Performance Center, of course. And we've had the first three signings revealed as of last night.
Absolutely. Zada Steel is the first contracted talent to be announced as part of the initiative. She was scouted while at CZW, having not long returned from Japan's Marigold promotion. I won't lie, I've not seen her work. I looked her up, watched a bit of it. She looks decent, and best of luck to her as well.
She's really, really strong as well. Creator Pro and Beyond Wrestling's Bryce Donovan is the second name. Long Beach, New York boy. Been wrestling since 2016, predominantly for Creator Pro and Beyond, as we've said. He's also appeared as part of AEW's Ring of Honor in a couple of losing efforts on Honor Club as well. So he's had some traction lately there. Another really interesting character. He's got a strong look about him,
like a rock star thing, isn't it, with a bandana? It's a cool look.
It's a really good look. He's Drew McIntyre, a three-man band, could never. But I like the look of Bryce as well. And one more name to come.
Yes, scouted out of This Is Wrestling event. Coolest name in wrestling as far as I'm concerned. Cappuccino Jones.
Cold brew Cappuccino Jones.
Is that what it is?
Ah!
You're a lot more familiar than I am, apparently.
I only discovered him through this announcement, and I apologize, Mr. Cappuccino. Very late to the party, on your good self. Fantastic. This is a great signing.
You don't know who he is?
No, because I've watched him since I heard it, and I think he's great.
You heard it today?
No, I heard it yesterday. At a late night last night.
This is a great sign.
He's a great sign. I watched him.
He looks brilliant. I don't get me wrong. I watched 2 matches as well. He does look brilliant.
He looks brilliant.
No, good luck to him as well.
I only discovered you last night. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but join WWID program called me maybe.
Good for him.
Good Cappuccino Jones.
It's a great name.
But also, he's been on AEW Rampage. He lost to the Young Bucks. He's been on Ring of Honor, losing to Cage of Agony. So he's had a bit of a run out on some of these bigger shows as well. But obviously, I think I hadn't really paid attention to when he was there with the Young Bucks. And then since his announcement, I've watched a bit and gone, I like his work. And it's a great name.
It's a great name, great signing. Good old Cappuccino Jones. That's Cold Brew Cappuccino Jones.
Cappuccino Jones. CM Punk shared the announcement on his Insta, welcoming all 3 to the program. I wonder how involved Punk is with the WWE ID stuff.
The fact that he's sharing it, I mean, he's been reported as being like down at the Performance Center a lot, so I imagine when they make the shift to the Performance Center, he'll be there with open arms. Unless you're crossing.
Then you'll be in trouble. Another announcement coming this Sunday at Booker T's Reality of Wrestling. No idea who that's going to be yet, but I'm going to confirm they're fantastic. Let's end on some news about a returning star, potential returning star, as Becky Lynch is back in the conversation.
Yeah, WrestleVotes with a possible sign that Becky will be back in WWE soon, saying WWE has had significant talks with multiple athletic apparel retailers. These companies are worldwide and worth in the billions of dollars, so this is something WWE is very interested in. The meat and potatoes of this story comes in the form of the names one of these companies asked to use if a deal were to be brokered. We're told that those names include Stone Cold Steve Austin, Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, Bianca Belair, and Becky Lynch. We're told WWE approved all of those names for conceptual use. Whether she signed or not, it seems WWE still holds the rights to Becky Lynch, which is a good sign for her returning at some point. I mean, I think everybody knew that they owned Becky Lynch, the character, the intellectual property there. Although she's done a really good job of being Rebecca Quinn as well. Like if she debuted somewhere else and Rebecca Quinn pops up on the Titantron, you know who that is immediately. I don't think she would end up anywhere else. Obviously, she made her name in WWE. She is one of the biggest female stars of the company ever. And I think they'll pay her very, very well to keep her on the books.
And I think with Netflix getting involved now as well, I know Netflix have been very vocal about wanting some big names and certain characters for the show's debut at the very least. I know Becky Lynch isn't actually a name that's been said out loud, but you'd have thought if you're gonna power up that first show coming out of Los Angeles, I think Becky Lynch might be a name to chuck in there.
That's a great show. I hadn't even thought about when she might be back, but that debut episode on Netflix, that's the one. And
I think that's the way you do it, you know.
Have her declare herself for the Royal Rumble.
Final two in the Royal Rumble, Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley.
Ooh.
Putting that out there.
Naughty. Anyway, if they do get her, it'll be a great signing.
And if it will be a great signing.
Crap name, though. She should be Cappuccino Lynch.
Do you know what? As it says on the tea towel upstairs, she's no Cappuccino Jones. And for the very latest wrestling news at any time, you can check out Cultaholic.com. Stay safe. Love you. Bye.